Did you know that synth pop and synth wave are two completely different styles of dance music? Well, you're not alone. I didn't either, and that's just one of the interesting facts that I learned while I was researching for this video. Get excited because today we are digging into and ranking 99 different subgenres of EDM. Anywhere from NEURO hop to liquid funk to some that you probably didn't even know existed. One thing that's pretty cool, and you may or may not know this, is dubstep is actually a subgenre of drum and bass. Messed up the pillows again. They've changed positions too. Hey y'all, I'm Rave with Shay, and today we're going to be digging into and ranking 99 different subgenres of EDM. Tag your it. Use the link down in the description below and in the pinned comment to link to Tier Maker, where you can create your own, use one of ours, or search for one that fits you best. There is a ranking system from all day. I listen to it all day. I could listen to it all day. Awesome. It's chill music. That's right in the middle. Then I have good, take it or leave it, which is like, it's okay. I could listen to it. I don't hate it. Not my jam. And then what is this? So let's get right into it. The first one on here is future bass. Future bass, which is a subgenre of UK garage, is a really awesome genre. SYNTHwave is one of my favorite DJs ever, probably, and he's one of the pioneers of future bass and other songs and artists that you're probably familiar with. I've been trying to put these pillows up and my dog keeps jumping all over it, so ignore that. SYNTHwave was a pioneer of this style of music. You also probably have heard of Louis the Child, Millennium, Flume, Griffin, and my favorite, Alison Wonderland's new song, Bad Things. So many people are making music in this genre. Future bass is one of my all-time favorites. I will go ahead and put that right up in all day. Tech house, which like it sounds like, is a subgenre of house music, kind of combines techno and house. It's a little bit quicker. It's like party music. You're gonna wanna dance around. It's kind of similar to deep house stylistically. Think about kind of music you listen to at parties. And then deep tech is what you would listen to at the after parties. And deep tech is another one we'll get to just a moment. Think of Dom Dalla, Fisher, Camel Fat. Tech house, awesome. Then we have deathstep. I'm a huge fan. Deathstep is a subgenre of dubstep, which is a subgenre of drum and bass. It is like BROSTEP with death metal, so it's a lot more hardcore. BROSTEP is great, I love Skrillex, and deathstep is awesome too. Gonna go ahead and put this in awesome. Love me some deathstep. Examples of this would be Sadu and Mantis. If you're not familiar with this, check down in the description below. I'm going to have links to all of the artists that I mentioned. Moving right along. Uplifting trance, which is obviously a subgenre of trance. Who doesn't love uplifting trance? I'm gonna go ahead and put this in chill. Another subgenre of house. This kind of like maybe could be studying music or background music. I'm sure you're familiar with it. This is like Daft Punk's One More Time. This is good music. And this is one that you may or may not be familiar with. I believe it's pronounced KAWAII bass. It is like Japanese influenced, fun, warm, happy music, and I love happy, positive, so it sounds cute. It's not really my jam. I'm gonna go ahead and put take it or leave it. I could listen to it. I don't love it. You probably won't find it on my phone. Check out some examples of this genre down below. Then we have electro industrial. Industrial music, it's pretty chill. I like the bass, but I could dig it. It's just a little screechy. I do like some of it, but electro-industrial, not really my jam. All right, then not to be confused with French house, which we just talked about. Then we have French core. As you can kind of tell by this picture right here, it's not just not for me. I just don't think that I could listen to it and turn into a fan. I could be wrong. Do you like French core? And while we're here, I'm gonna go ahead and throw in GABBER. Not really for me either. GABBER just sounds like really fast vibrations. GABBER, French core, on to the next. Electro pop is kind of a fusion genre, and it's what it sounds like. It's a mix of electronic music and pop music. When you're at the club, they're playing EDM music, like poppy EDM, and I feel like electro pop is just that. Some example songs, Tiesto, The Business, that's awesome right now. David Guetta, Marshmello, Alison Wonderland. She makes a lot of electro pop. Peace, Lost My Mind. If you're not familiar with Alison Wonderland or you're interested in hearing some more about her, check out my video. Other artists on Holo, Marshmello, yeah, so all day, all night. Dubtronica is kind of like it sounds, a subgenre of electronica with dub influence. This is interesting because it's electronica would be the umbrella genre, then glitch hop, then dubtronica. So it's like a micro sub. Think Marshmello, Alan Walker, again down below for links. Dubtronica, awesome. Moving right along. This is huge. Now we're at deep tech. I mentioned earlier, deep tech and tech house are not the same. They more sound like they're the same even though they're not. Tech house being the party, well, deep tech is the after party. It's actually known as underground house. It's a fun, warm, groovy sounding beat that just makes you want to move your body. It's a little bit more low key, it's a little bit more minimalistic. So think of tech house as the party and think of deep tech as the after party. So this is awesome. Examples of this would be Creature with a K and Azteca. There's an awesome playlist of the 100 top songs. Look down below, check them out. All right, then we've got liquid drum step. Liquid drum step is a subgenre of drum and bass, and it's super chill. Liquid usually is, it's kind of like those wet sounds, and like it's a little bit more melodic and a little bit slower. It's probably the most smooth of certain types of genres. It's actually like the polar opposite of BROSTEP. If you want to hear some examples, go to Monster Cat's website. You'll have to check out this one song. I love Cruella, and there's this song that Cruella put out called 1 Minute. There's a dope remix made of it, and so check the link down below. This song's awesome. Also, anything Muzzy puts out is typically in this subgenre. Liquid drum step is chill. Moving right along. TEAROUT. I like this style of music. It's okay. Somewhat new to me, so I'm gonna put it in, take it or leave it. I feel like if I listened to it or if I caught a set, then maybe I would be thinking differently, but I don't hate it. I like some of the songs I listen to. Of course, I like the wubs and the wobbles. I'm gonna give it a try, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it into good. This is chiptune, which is another one I wasn't super familiar with. The music you hear in video games, you'll notice this picture has a little Game Boy on it. For any of you that played a Game Boy, you know, we've been around a long time, but it's like the Game Boy music. So while it's nostalgic, it's not really my style. I'm not really a gamer, but I can appreciate this kind of music, so okay. All right, then we move into big beat. Big beat is a subgenre of breaks or breakbeat. I love breakbeat hardcore. I love happy hardcore. Big beat is just a little bit weird for me. It's really distorted broken beats. And fun fact, this is a derivative form of funky breaks, which is big beat with like a funk acid driven bass line. So not for me. Then we have BROSTEP, and I feel like you guys already know after everything we've talked about, I love me some BROSTEP, love Skrillex. We went to Sunset Music Festival to see Skrillex and Boys Noise and their joint band Dog Blood, and that was amazing. We actually jumped over the VIP rail, went all the way up to the front, we were on the rail, headbanging, had the time of our lives. Love me some BROSTEP. I know that's gonna be an unpopular opinion, but I don't care. When you think of dubstep, Rusko is kind of classic dubstep. Skrillex, Datsik, even some Excision. Look at my top 10 sets of all times. Most of those are in there if you want some examples of some BROSTEP all day. Let's talk festival trap. I love festival trap. I love trap music. It's basically like big room trap. Some people say you have to be in the mood or that it has to be pumped up really loud, which is like if you're at a festival, it's going to be loud, you're gonna be in the mood. The song We Like to Party by Showtek, there's a Slander and Nightmare festival trap version of We Like to Party. So good. Awesome. Then we have COMPLEXTRO, and I actually really like it. So COMPLEXTRO, awesome. Porter Robinson has several songs in COMPLEXTRO. PSYTRANCE, again, who doesn't love PSYTRANCE? PSYTRANCE will be under chill. So this is another one that's a little bit newer to me, and sometimes I love music or songs or certain types of sounds or artists, and I don't really know what the genre or subgenre or sub-subgenre is. This is one of those RAWSTYLE. RAWSTYLE, I like it. It's like, let's jump around. It makes you want to jump. I'm gonna say RAWSTYLE is good. It's another one of those I want to kind of like check out more. Anything from Spoontech Records, that would be a good starting point if this is kind of new to you. Some of the songs I really liked were from D-Verse, so check those out. Back into the synths. This is not a generic for any type of music that uses synthesizers. The synthesizers are commonly used in electronic music. Synthwave is trancey. It's like sounds from the 80s. It's actually a micro-genre of pop wave, also known as dream wave, which is also known as retro wave. So synthwave, retro wave, aka Outrun Electro. There's another fun fact, there's an arcade game called Outrun. It's like sounds from the 80s. The Outrunners song Running From Love, listen to that. There's a song Bend and Break, which I'll link down below. Check that out. Subgenres include dark synth, cybersynth, pop wave, dream wave. I'd take it or leave it. So this one's kind of interesting. This is Halftime. Halftime is a subgenre of drum and bass, or DMB. It's very similar to drumstep, which I like drumstep, but I don't really love halftime. When something like, typically like a beat or a drum beat, played at half the speed, but at the same BPM. So it's half the speed, but the same BPM. There's a song called Endgame by Muzzy, which I'll link below as well. That's a pretty good description of halftime. Drumstep is similar to halftime, except it's more dub influences, and halftime is more like hip hop trap. And while I like trap, it's just not my jam. Halftime, not for me. Moving right along to Vaporwave. It's like really heavy death step, which I like death step, but death step's almost too heavy for me. I love it, but like, this is just too much. It's really loud. Just, what is this? Not for me. Not for me. I don't like it. I don't listen to it. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just, while we're down here, move Jungle Terror into not for me, not my jam. 2005 DJ Snake, 2016 Hardwell, Afrojack, anything Wywick. I do like Dr. Fresh. Anyway, just Jungle Terror, not for me. Sorry if you like it, not for everyone. All right, then freeform bass. Then freeform bass. Think Liquid Stranger, Lucid, Dirt Monkey. We saw all of them in February of last year. So dope. We went and saw Minnesota last year too, right after Liquid Stranger. Minnesota is another great example, and just, yeah, freeform bass, love it all day. Then we move into progressive psytrance. Again, psytrance. Who doesn't love psytrance? I'm putting this in awesome. I like progressive most genres. It's exploratory, progressive house, progressive psytrance. Yes, progressive, I'm in. Then we move into fidget house, which I wasn't really aware of the name of this, but I do really like fidget house. Fidget house is a subgenre of electro house, another one of the like sub genres. So EDM house, electro house, fidget house. I think of college days, like the 2006 kind of like club scene. It's old, but it's good and it's awesome. Again, I love Porter Robinson. Think like 2008, 2009 Steve Aoki. That's when I graduated college. Yes, I'm much older, but like Steve Aoki 2008, Jack Beats, AC Slater, Wolfgang Gartner, fidget house, awesome, yes. Then we have melodic dubstep. Again, I love dubstep. Most melodic anything is pretty chill. Sorry, you're interrupting. So melodic dubstep, subgenre of dubstep, which is a subgenre of DMB. Think Illenium, Seven Lion. It sounds pretty similar to kind of like progressive house-ish, but with a different beat. I always think of like back in the day, 2006 Virtual Riot. A lot of these subgenres, since we're digging so deep, like you've got to think about the origins, the stylistic origins and where it came from, and that's what I think of when I think of melodic dubstep. But of course it's still really popular. There's a lot of new songs. Definitely check out the Virtual Riot remix. Next ones to come. Melodic dubstep, chill. Then we have big room techno. Again, I love festivals. Big room a lot of times means like it's more mainstream. You'll hear it on the radio. Obviously a subgenre of techno. Techno's awesome. I always think of like deadmau5. We just went to the deadmau5 drive-in rave. Like it could just keep going forever. Big room techno, I think of deadmau5 IO remix, which you should check out. Big room techno is good. Then acid house, Chicago born, and check out, you know, if you want more on this, I did an entire video on subgenres of house music. Acid house has that like squelchy sound. The Roland TB303 has this distinct like squelch sound, and that's acid house. I feel like it's good. I could take it or leave it. Then trip hop, no, not for me. Trip hop is a subgenre of down tempo, which we'll get to. It's like a little bit too trippy for me. It's like electronic hip hop. I'm not really into hip hop. It's not for me. Then, all right, do we even have to talk about it? RIDDIM, my favorite. Love RIDDIM. Love me some Subtronics. RIDDIM all day. Yes, I did an entire video on RIDDIM versus dubstep. Moving right along into deep house. Deep house, subgenre of house music. Think of Zoo or Tiesto. There's Ibiza playlists on YouTube that I'll just put on and listen to all day. Like, ooh, maybe it should be all day. But I listen to these Ibiza playlists. I'll link to some of those down below. Like a lot of songs and releases from Anjuna Deep are in here, so it kind of makes me think of Lauren Hutzel and all of her shuffling. I feel like it's good music that you can shuffle to or chill to. I like it. Putting it in, awesome. Breakbeat hardcore is a subgenre of breaks or breakbeat. Breakbeat hardcore is like hyping up the party. Like it's just, you can't help but dance. We recently just saw Left Right Music at the deadmau5 drive-in. They opened for deadmau5, and yeah, they just hyped us up. So I think breakbeat hardcore is awesome. So awesome. Then we have melodic house. Again, everything melodic, Nora and Pure, Lane 8, chill. Then we have glitch hop. Glitch hop, like it sounds, is a subgenre of glitch. It sounds really cool. Like, I'm into the sounds. It's pretty fun. It's not really my jam. That's why I'm putting it in good. It's good music, but it's not like my favorite. Maybe if I went to a festival and sat at a stage that had some glitch hop playing, I'd get more into it. Hard trance. I like trance and I like hard, but hard trance together, maybe I need to listen to it a little more. It's a subgenre of hardstyle. You take it or leave it. Armin van Buuren, Ready to Rave. Check that song. Experimental's fun. Gives the DJs kind of an opportunity to break outside of certain genres and have fun and play. And I love dubstep and I love trap. And so it's weird that I don't like experimental trap. It's kind of fun, but it gets really weird. Like, it's just not for me. Then hybrid trap all day. I love trap. Hybrid trap, awesome. So what is hybrid trap? It's trap with major dubstep influences. So think like Atlians, which I never know if I pronounce that wrong. Like, is it ATL-lians, like aliens from Atlanta? I don't know, but I call them Atlians. It's my two favorite things mixed together. It's trap music with dubstep influence, so how can you not love it? All day, yes. Moving right along. UK hardcore is a subgenre of happy hardcore. So you have electronic music, and then you have hard dance, then you have happy hardcore, then you have UK hardcore. So it's like a sub micro genre. I love the bass drop. I love the harder, harsher bass lines. I prefer this over hardcore, actually. I think of GABBER. UK hardcore in awesome. Then we have progressive house, another awesome genre. Progressive house was influenced from trance. It's a pretty interesting genre. I'm sure that you like it. A lot of really, really good progressive house songs, so check them out. Again, deadmau5, Above and Beyond creates music in this genre. Anything from Anjuna Deep or Anjuna Beats record label, David Guetta, all of these awesome artists, so awesome. Then we move into tropical house. I'm not sure if a lot of DJs are still producing tropical house. Definitely chill music. Makes me think of beach vibes. Again, kind of like Ibiza. It makes me want to like grab a Corona, chill back on the beach, watch the waves crash in. There's a lot of tropical sounds, pan flutes, steel drums, that kind of thing. Tropical house is like bouncy, fun, warm. I know Kygo makes tropical house. Griffin. I love Matoma. We saw Matoma at Imagine. He was dope. So I'm gonna move this tropical house to chill. All right, so reverse bass is kind of like a subgenre of early hard style. Pretty old school. I love the bass in this type of music. It's not my favorite, but it is really good, worth a listen. And I really like the sound of reverse bass. So many genres transform and evolve, so if this isn't still a genre, that's my bad, but I'm just gonna put this in good. Then we move into G house. G house is not my thing. It's house and rap. So I'm not a huge fan of rap, but I do like the hard bass line, so we're just gonna put it in good. Then we have NEURO-STEP. We have several Neuros or Neuro, like a neurosurgeon. It's a hard word to say. Neuro hop, Neuro step, Neuro funk. Neuro kind of means like slow, minimal. So Neuro step, like kind of like it sounds like, spawned off of tech step, and it's a subgenre of drum and bass. Neuro funk is a progression of Neuro pop. Neuro step, like it sounds like, is a subgenre of dubstep. Neuro funk is a subgenre of drum and bass. Neuro hop is a subgenre of glitch hop. That's a little lesson that no one asked for. I do like Noisia. That's probably it in this subgenre. It's just like very distorted sounds, which is cool and fun, but just it's not my favorite. Listen to the EP Sucker Punch, and that's kind of like a really good starting point to understanding what this is, but I'm just gonna put not my jam. Then Neuro Funk is like, what is this? Neuro Funk is another progression from tech step, and I just am not a fan. It's tech step with techno and funk and just weird all together. Renegade hardware, close to death, and metalheads. I mean, just the sounds of this, like, it's just not for me. And then while we're in WTF, I'm just gonna put hard psy. I like psytrance, but not hard psy. It's too fast and weird for me. It gives me anxiety. Like, nope. So neurofunk, hard psy, goodbye. Then we move into bass house. I love bass. I love bass house all day. I just love fun, high energy dance music. Makes you want to dance. Think my girl Alison Wonderland. Valentino Khan and Mala and Alison Wonderland just put out a new song, Anything. I just wanna feel anything. I don't know why I sing. I'm so tone deaf. That's good. That song, my dog. Diplo, On My Mind. You stay on my mind, think about you all the time. Joyride, Ghastly, Diplo, Alison Wonderland, Mala, Valentino Khan, Abstract, AC Slater, Wax Motif, anything Night Bass record label puts out. My jam, love it, bass house all day. Then we've got Future House. Future House is awesome as well. I'm gonna put Future House in awesome instead of all day, just because I need a little bit of a range, right? And there's 99 of them. Future house is a subgenre of electro house, and it's fun, it's experimental. This is one of the ones I was talking about where DJs get to kind of like play around. In fact, it wasn't even supposed to be a genre. It was kind of like DJs playing around, putting new sounds together, making new sounds. So people that create future house, Shami, Don Diablo, Oliver Heldens, Tiesto, the song Jackie Chan by Tiesto, perfect example. Then we have happy hardcore, hard dance. This is awesome as well. Love happy hardcore. Happy hardcore is happy hardcore. It's hardcore music, but it's happy. It's everything I want in a genre. It formed out of breakbeat hardcore. I've got a bunch of links down below. Go check it out. Love happy hardcore. Then we have minimal house, which is also known as like Berlin house or Berlin techno. So it's kind of like you knocking my pillows down. It's like European Americanized house. It sounds like what it is. Super chill. Then we're moving into synth pop, and this is not to be confused with synthwave, which we talked about. It's not just like an umbrella for everything with a synthesizer. Synth pop and synthwave, they are not the same. It's confusing, but it is what it is. It's like colorful and bright and fluid and melodic. Kind of like reminds me of the Jonas Brothers, to be honest. That's probably gonna be an unpopular, one of the many unpopular opinions I've had today. Dancing in the Factory and Just Can't Get Enough are synth pop. It's good, not really my jam, but it's good. So I'm gonna put it in good. Moving right along into Afro House. Afro House is pretty much what it sounds like. It's African music mixed into house music. I'm gonna put Afro House in okay. And then we get to Neuro Hop. Neuro Hop is a subgenre of glitch hop. It's not really my jam. I guess I'm not a huge fan of Neuro after all. Neuro Hop artists to check out would be Mako, Protostar, Blunt Instrument and Cursa, Monster Cat releases, and Cohen Sound. Then we have mid-tempo bass. Even though I like bass, this is like, what is this? I don't even want to talk about it. Mid-tempo bass, no. It feels all over the place to me. Like, I like Rez. Rez, I feel like, is kind of her own. It's all spacey, alien-y. I like what she does. I didn't really stay at her set the whole time, but I do like her music. It is what it is. I said what I said. Mid-tempo bass, no. Guys, we're only halfway through, so I'm gonna speed this up. All right, so we have Electro House. Obviously, love it all day. Love Electro House, love Zomboy all day. Then we have Jump Up. Jump Up is awesome. Jump Up is, I feel like, a little bit underrated or underknown, less well known, but it is what it sounds like. It makes you want to jump up, like jump, jump, jump. Yes, I'm in. Jump Up is a subgenre of drum and bass or DnB. It makes you want to jump. I'm all in, could listen to it all day, but I'm actually gonna put it in awesome. Think Noisia, Mantra, or Netsky. Nero, is it Nero or Zero? Rio. Rio by Netsky. Jump Up is what you want to listen to when you're on the dance floor. You literally want to jump up, lift your hands up, jump up, yes, awesome. Future Bounce, I feel like, is another one that is like, I'm just not really well aware of it or what, but Future Bounce, I feel like, is awesome. I'm about to talk about it in another video that I'm doing. Oh, EDM, house, future house, Future Bounce. It's fun, it's funky, it's bouncy, it makes you want to bounce around, it makes you want to jump around. You know, Martin Garrix's Big Room, he makes you want to bounce a lot. I'm pretty sure like Martin Garrix had a song called Bouncy Bob, and I'm sure you heard of it. It made this kind of popular. You can't help but dance and bounce and jump around. It's just fun, feel-good music. That's exactly what this is, and I love that. It's not all day for me. I'm not at a festival all the time, but it is awesome. It is more like melodic than Melbourne Bounce, which we'll get to here in a minute. And it's similar to Big Room, like I said, but it's more bouncy and happy. It's just a happier, bouncier Big Room. Okay, then we have Lo-Fi. Lo-Fi is super chill, very chill, almost too chill. So we're gonna put that in chill. It literally could be your background music like anytime, 24/7. It's just chill background music. Then we have Trouse. Trouse is, let me see if I can get this right. Trouse is what it sounds like. It is trance and house. Think like Above and Beyond. Think about that journey that you go on. That is Trouse. But is that a genre? I've never heard of it. Have you heard of Trouse? I haven't, but that's what this is. Do we really need another subgenre? I don't know. We have hundreds, but we do have 99, so let's keep moving. Trouse, good. And then we have Grime. I feel like this will be an unpopular opinion as well. I know that Grime kind of formed and helped shape some EDM that we know it today, but like tends to be controversial, and it's like rap and controversial. Grime is a subgenre of UK garage. I'll put it in take it or leave it. And then electro swing is just not for me. Electro swing is just like a little too fast and a little too weird for me. My husband plays a lot of video games, and when I do Google searches and try to figure out interesting things to like interesting things to talk about in my videos, which please help a girl out. Put some ideas down below. Would love to do what you want to hear. Future bounce is something that's searched for a lot, and then video game or gaming music. Electro swing is definitely video game or gamer music. So if you're into that, check it out. Not for me, but that's okay. So we're on number 65. We gotta power through this. There are several left to go. If there's anything you want to touch more on, leave a comment down below. From now on, I'm just gonna kind of speed on out, and then I'm gonna end on a few that I really like that I have something to say. Drumstep is a subgenre of drum and bass. It mixes dubstep and DnB. It's faster dubstep. It's 140 beats per minute. It's kind of like a mix of BROSTEP and DnB. I think about Zomboy, Bear Grylls, Spaghetti, Dirt Monkey. Oh my gosh, Dirt Monkey's awesome. Dirt Monkey opened for Liquid Stranger and it was so good. Bass Nectar, That's It, Kill the Noise, Netsky. I can listen to this all day. Then we have Moombacore. So Moombacore is a subgenre of electro house. It's Moombaton with wubs and wobbles, and I love wubs and wobbles. And it's pretty awesome. I'm going to go ahead and put Moombacore under awesome. Then we have Tech Trance. So Tech Trance is what it sounds like. It's a little bit techno, a little bit trance. Probably one of the first EDM songs and one that everyone knows is Sandstorm. If you don't know Sandstorm, I mean, they play it at like basketball games. It's just so well known. It's such a good vibe. Sandstorm is Tech Trance. Love it. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. I'm not gonna sing. Also, some Armin van Buuren falls under this, and it's changed a lot over the years. I'm gonna go ahead and put Tech Trance under awesome as well. Then we're gonna go into Tribal House. Tribal House is what it sounds like. It has the little drum patterns that, I guess it kind of sounds like bamboo. All I do is eat bamboo. Like bamboo, what do you call those, like rain sticks? Conga drums. It kind of reminds me of like sitting around a campfire. So I'm gonna just put this in chill. Then we've got Moombaton. So Moombaton, not to be confused with Moombacore, is a subgenre of Moombacore. Did I get that backwards? This is definitely a fusion genre. It mixes house music with reggaeton. It mixes bass with funky sounds. So funky sounds, fun sounds. If you like salsa music and salsa dancing, then this is definitely a genre that you'll like. Dylan Francis, Yellow Claw, Major Lazer, Zed's Dead. I'm gonna pop up a clip. We had a bird's eye view of Zed's Dead at Imagine. At Imagine Music Festival, we were up on the Ferris wheel watching Zed's Dead at the main stage. It was dope. So I'm gonna put Moombaton in good. We move into TechStep. TechStep is a dark subgenre of drum and bass. More simplistic and kind of repetitive, and it's kind of like a dark mood. I'm definitely more about the happy. I love happy hardcore. I love to jump around, jump up, all of that kind of stuff. So if you're looking for something in this genre, you should check out Bad Company, The Nine. It's almost a little bit too fast for me. It kind of gives me a little anxiety a little bit, and this music is what makes me kind of escape my anxiety. So this is just okay. It's kind of like one of those take it or leave it's for me. Then we have Outsider House, which I'm not super familiar with. It's got like fun sounds and it's a little bit spacey, but I don't know it. I'm gonna say not for me. I might need to look more into it, but Outsider House, not for me. Then I'm gonna go ahead and just move Extra Tone. Some of these, like, you look at the little thumbnails and you're like, yeah, that's not gonna be for me. So this is one of them. Extra Tone, not my jam. I'm putting this in, what is this? And I'm gonna go ahead and move Ragacore. That goes into what is this as well. Ragacore is a subgenre of breakcore, and it derived from Raga Jungle. And none of those are really my jam. And I just like the songs that I heard in this genre. Never really gone to a set for this, don't listen to it, don't have it in my phone, just no. And while we're down here with the nose, speedcore. Gonna put speedcore in what is this as well. It's super fast, it's not for me. Ugh, I'm not a fan. Speedcore, splittercore, just no. Then we have hard trap. Already know I'm a girl that loves trap music, putting this in all day. Obviously I love this. We actually had a Trap or Treat Halloween party. Super fun, love me some trap music. Think of like old school Nightmare. We saw a Nightmare set at Lights on Light Dallas several years back and it was so good, and the screens were all set up vertically that year. Oh, that's when I fell in love with Nightmare. So old school Nightmare, RL Grime, Lostradamus, then Brazilian bass. Brazilian bass I actually learned about from DJ Lawan on the Biga Live app, and when I was doing my subgenres of house music, and Brazilian bass didn't make the cut for the 7, but it will will be in the following video, so stay tuned for that. Brazilian bass is pretty good. I really like it. In fact, it's really good. I'm gonna move that into awesome. So what is Brazilian bass? Brazilian bass is just super fun. It has really cool beats. Click some links down below for Brazilian bass to listen. It's really great. I love it. And Brazilian people are so hot, like Sofia Varga. Yeah, okay. Moving right along. Then we have micro house. Super chill, fun sounds, love this. This is a good one, definitely into chill. Then we have Eurodance. I actually like really like this sound. Like Eurodance is pretty fun. I'm gonna put it in Take It or Leave It. It's not like my favorite, but I do like it. There's several good songs. It definitely makes you wanna like bounce around and jump around. It's European dance music. I would definitely check it out at an event, you know, like I could probably I could probably groove to it if I caught a set at a festival. Then we have indie pop. While we're on okay, I'm just gonna go ahead. These are all kind of categorized together for me. I'm gonna move. So we have Eurodance. I'm gonna also grab indie pop. People are probably gonna be upset about this, but jump style. Jump style is basically jumping around. It's kind of like music that people shuffle to. I'm gonna put all of this into okay. Like I could take it or leave it. I'm not a shuffler. Then we have Dutch house. Dutch house is a subgenre of electro house, another kind of sub genre, maybe micro genre. I actually really like it. I'm gonna put Dutch house in good. I like the bass. A good example of Dutch house would be Rehab, Pump Up the Party. That's a good example of Dutch house. So Dutch house, good. Then we have dance floor DMB. Okay, drum and bass, dancing, mace in my face for my bigo. That all day. Dance floor DMB is definitely your more like mainstream. You probably hear it on the radio. It would probably be at the main stage. Catch me at the club, find me on the dance floor. This is just what it sounds like. You're gonna be dancing. It is kind of more simpler and like more melodic in a sense than like your typical DMB that I really, really love. Think like Virtual Riot, GABBER, those are good examples of DJ. And then wonky is not for me. Then hard bass. I like anything with bass. I like hard bass for sure. Hard bass is a subgenre of hardcore. I just find it to be awesome. Subgenre of hardcore, love hard bass, bass in my face. Do you like bass in your mother effing face? Awesome. Let's go with awesome. Then we have minimal techno. Minimal techno's good. Not great, but it's good. It's soft, it's fun, repetitive sounds, it's pretty chill. So I could put it in chill or good. I think it's a little better than chill, so I'm gonna put it in good. Then down tempo is also chill. It's almost a little too chill for me. I'm gonna just stick that in chill. That's kind of why I did this chill category, because if I didn't have it, I'd probably put this more in Take It or Leave It. Whereas, you know, like some Seven Lions, I would put in like awesome or all day, but like chill is just like, if I want to chill, I would listen to this music. New disco, the song Get Lucky by Daft Punk. I've been listening to a lot of Daft Punk after their recent announcement. I also saw something saying that there is like a Nintendo game coming out that's kind of hinting towards Daft Punk might be coming back. The song Get Lucky by Daft Punk, love this song. New disco in okay. I don't know a ton of songs off the top of my head, so I'm just gonna put it in okay. We are in the last 10, y'all, the last 10. This one goes without saying, hardstyle. All day. I'm a hardstyle kind of girl. So hardstyle can be considered a genre or subgenre or both, kind of similar to drum and bass as a genre and a subgenre. If you're interested in hardstyle, definitely check out my Rhythm versus Dubstep. I dig into several different genres that make up other genres or that influenced other genres. Step, just not for me. And this is just much slower. It could be an acquired taste, maybe. I like the tropical sounds. I like the tropical kind of like bamboo drum sound, but it's not for me. Future Garage is my jam. All day, love Future Garage. Zomboy did a lot of Future Garage back in like the 2000s. I really kind of like all future genres. Future bass, awesome. Future house is great. It's kind of like, I think that future is supposed to be like something that hasn't been around yet or hasn't been categorized yet. It's like experimental. We're gonna put that in awesome. Then we have Dark Side. I actually really like Dark Side. I typically don't really lean towards these darker genres, so maybe since people like to chill and play games, I put that in chill. We'll circle back on that one. Then we have melodic drum step. Melodic drum step is really good, so I'm gonna put this into good. So melodic drum step is a subgenre of drum and bass, and it is similar to dubstep but faster, but it's different. Here With You Now is a good example of that by BREAKBEAT. You'll be able to tell there's kind of like euphoric type atmosphere in this style of music. It tends to be really dramatic, but also uplifting. When I was doing research, I found a lot of mixes that mix melodic drum step with dance floor DMB. It's good to dance to. Definitely check out some of the mixes that I found that mix dance floor DMB and melodic drum step. They're pretty dope. I like it. I don't love it, so I'm gonna put it in good, but there's this awesome remix that Minnesota does. Minnesota brings some really heavy drum step and dubstep to this song, the song Starry Eyed. Check out the Minnesota remix. Then also, I love Slushy. We saw Slushy with our Texas Straight fam at Lights on Light Dallas in 2019, and there's a song Slushy does called Dreaming of You. It's like a really colorful, happy, emotional. That's a good example of this genre. We're getting close to the end here. Dubstyle is a subgenre of hardstyle. You would think that I would love dubstyle, but it's really like sharp high rises and sharp stabbing sounds almost. Like, I do really like Nightmare, and Nightmare produces music in this subgenre. I feel like it could be a take it or leave it, but besides Nightmare, I'm not really feeling this. I feel like this was also maybe more popular back 8 years ago. Don't love dubstyle. Not for me. Then we have agrotech, which is a subgenre of industrial music. What is this? It's too hardcore punk sounding for me. It's just not my jam. I don't understand it. It kind of makes me think of like bike night on Beale Street, guys on their Harleys, what they would jam to, and I don't know. That's the best way I know how to describe it. So we've got EDM, industrial music, electro industrial, and then agrotech. I had to read that because that's a lot. 4 left. I'm gonna do them out of order for suspense. Melbourne Bounce. Let's face it, I like anything that makes you bounce. As you can tell, think of like Timmy Trumpet. Then we have ambient dub, and I'm not a huge fan of like ambient type music. Think of being at EDC, lying under one of the psychedelic little mushrooms underneath, like with blankets, and everyone's kind of chilling out. Like, that's kind of ambient type music to me. But ambient dub is ambient and dub. Some of these are so obvious, like ambient dub, it's ambient and dub, but it's ambient music but with a dub influence. Super chill, super vibey. I literally wrote laying under an electric mushroom at EDCO. It's definitely very trancey-ish. I feel like I said chill a million times, so let's put it under chill. All right, down to our final 2. We got Jack and House. Jack and House is too funky, wonky, weird kinda to me. I would definitely check out this genre like at a stage, at a set, or whatever, at a festival. If I happened upon it, I probably would like it, but maybe, I don't know. I'm just gonna say not for me. So Liquid, which is also known as liquid funk or liquid D&B, it's a subgenre of drum and bass, is definitely the smoothest of the subgenres for drum and bass. The best way that I can describe this is go to Monster Cat. Again, Monster Cat was super helpful during this research. There's some really cool ones. I like it. I'm gonna go ahead and put, since I'm not as familiar, I had to do more research on this, I'm gonna go ahead and put liquid D&B under good. And then I'm gonna put liquid dubstep under all day because liquid dubstep is my jam. It is a subgenre of dubstep. It's liquid, so it's smoother. The drops are a lot more melodic. Basically, it's the dubstep version of liquid funk, which I put in good. Think like Millennium, Said the Sky. It's slower, it's chill, there's usually vocals. I could listen to Millennium all day. That was really long, you guys. Thank you for sticking around until the end. I hope that this was fun. I'm sure that there's a lot of people that are like, what? How does she not like that subgenre? Or what? She does like that? Or what is that? I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below if you got any value, learned anything at all, enjoyed this at all. If you're still here, I feel like maybe you did. So do me a solid. Tap that little like button. Thanks again. I'm Rave with Shay. And until next time, I will catch you in my next video. Peace.